guys, what's up? Happy Wednesday. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If it's not, then welcome back. Wanted to pop on, do a real quick recap of my March and I guess 5 days into April. Go back a little bit further. I finished the Celebration Half Marathon. Pretty decent finish for me. I wasn't expecting to be anything under 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was pushing for maybe a 2:20, 2:25 finish, but I finished up 2:13. I'm super stoked with that. Which reminds me, I still have to get my package out to my run buddy Easton. Pretty sweet swag bag from the packet pickup. So I got some cool stuff that I definitely need to get out to you. So after that race, February was kind of just a recovery month or recovery period for me. Also being a short month, I just kind of took it easy on the runs, focused more on the bike a little bit, starting to get back into the tread. I'm telling you, dude, Peloton has tons of like training classes and programs for runners. It's amazing, indoor and out. On the tread and outdoor. They really have some cool stuff, and started getting back into the tread in February, and then March I feel like I just kind of stayed stagnant in my running or my training, I guess you could say. A couple runs during the week, and then Saturday or Sunday would be a longer run, not necessarily a super long run, but at least 6+ miles. So I think March I ended up with like 53 miles on running, on the tread, outdoor, all that pretty much combined together. Now on the bike with the training program, it was more focused towards that. So I ended up with 250 miles on the bike, and going back to the whole zone thing, like I said, when I first started a year ago, my zone 1, I had to keep the resistance at least a 30. And when you do these classes, you sometimes kind of feel like it's in your head, but I could definitely feel like my rides kind of getting easier. I guess that's the best way to put it. So now my zone 1, the resistance is usually around a 40, maybe a couple notches higher, 41, 42, and then that keeps me on around an 85 to a 90 on the cadence. So that's pretty average, I think, for most people. I think mid 80s is kind of like the average for most people on their cadence. So like I said, this week will be 45 minutes Monday, which I've already done, 45 minutes today, and then the 10-minute FTP, 10-minute warm-up, and then a 20-minute FTP. So what I'm going to do is, my last score was 247 on my output. So I'm going to try for the first half, the first 10 minutes of the ride, keep it around 247, 250, which for me, that's going to be about a mid zone 4, maybe a little bit lower. So holding that middle zone, it can usually be a challenge, because if you keep the top or the bottom, it's easier just to kind of fall in line and just keep on that cadence. But when you're trying to keep it in the middle, it tends to be a little bit more of a challenge. So you'll notice on your graphs, it'll be a little bit more up and down as opposed to a straight line. It's cool, no big deal. So I'm going to try to keep it around 250. And then on the second half, or the last 10 minutes of the ride, I'm going to slowly bump up the resistance, maybe 1 to 2 points is what I'm thinking. And then just try to keep the output climbing to keep it past 250. And we'll see how it goes. Typically towards the end of those rides, you're pretty much gassed. You're done for the day. So I'm going to try to do that early in the morning and just get it knocked out. I feel like I'm a better rider in the morning. So yeah, that's the plan for this, or I guess the plan of attack for this last week and actual ride. And then at the end of March, we also got the Peloton rower, which I've been chomping at the bit to get this, and it finally became available for financing. So we already have an account with Peloton with the bike, which is paid off. The tread, we paid that off, and then just went ahead and got the rower. Dude, this rower is pretty fucking sweet. It's quiet as hell. Classes, I just ended up taking one this morning about 30 minutes before I hopped on here. So it's pretty awesome. I feel like the week and a half that we had it, I did about 7 or 8 classes on it. Got about 2,300 meters. I'm still trying to work out the metrics on it. The strokes per minute, I think I'm averaging around 24 to 25. This last class that I just did was, I think, 25, and then my average pace for, I guess, 500 meters at a time was 2:15. And from what I've read, I think 2 minutes is like the average goal that you should be going for on these. So I think I started around 2:20, and I think I'm on class 11. Just in the 10 or 11 classes I've done, it's been knocked down tremendously. So I feel like I'm getting stronger on that. I still have a long ways to go. I don't think I'll ever be a professional rower by any standpoint, but getting better at it. I'm trying to focus more on the form. So my drive seems to be the worst part. Every other category, I'm usually about 99 to 100%, and then usually on my drive, which is basically coming back, and the power that you create coming back between your legs and your arms is around 50%. So it's really dragging me down. But like I said, I'm trying to focus more on that, and each row seems to be getting a little bit better. So yeah, other than that, I think I have the Rock and Roll Clearwater Half Marathon later in the year that's been added to the calendar. I signed up for this. It was going to be the inaugural run, I feel like back in 2019 or 2020, and due to everything with the pandemic, I think the race got canceled. We didn't know if it was coming back. I think the year that it finally did decide to come back to Clearwater, which is about 30 minutes from my house, I think I was either out of town or on vacation or something, so wasn't able to do it then. So finally deferred that race to this year. Clearwater, like I said, 30-45 minutes from where I'm at here now in Central Florida. It's on the coast. It's flat. It's been a while since I've been over there, but it's a pretty flat area. There's probably a couple of overpasses that'll be a little bit of a challenge on the course. So I guess I'll be spending my summer getting ready for that. I feel like it's in October, November. So yeah, that's been added to the calendar, and just going to hold steady and keep going at it and up in these miles. So anyways, that's where I'm at for March into April. And like I said, I had a row this morning, just finished that up 45 minutes later today, and definitely going to do some stretching and a little bit of yoga to keep the hips from getting tight, because with the row, I've noticed that my hip is a little, I don't want to say discomfort in the hip, but it's just a little tight. So I don't know if it's my form on the bike or form on the row. And maybe I tend to favor the left side because the left side of my hip is a little bit more tender or tight than the other side. So, but yeah, definitely going to do some more stretching to alleviate with that, and some yoga to keep it going. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and keep training, get after it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.